All right. Hi, everyone. We've made it to the end of another week. It is Friday, and you have one more day of things to get done, and then you have the weekend. I think it's finally starting to get nice outside. I'm recording these a week ahead all the time, so um, let's hope it's nice outside at this point, because when I'm recording this right now, it's pretty chilly outside yet. So here we go. We are going to continue with this data, and we're going to use what's called a stem and leaf plot. Now, you've probably seen these before. I'm not sure if you've ever had to create one, but it's not really that hard. And I will walk you through how to do that. And then your homework will be to just answer some questions on some stem and leaf plots and tell me the data in a stem and leaf plot. So a stem and leaf plot is just another type of graph, and it's used to organize and display data. So they talk about what's called the stem and the leaf. And the stem is always the first digit in a number, and the leaf has to be the last digit of the number. Now, that sounds kind of silly and hard to understand, but hopefully it will make more sense when you see one. Okay, so this right here is what we call a stem and leaf plot. And typically, you will see that a stem and leaf plot is labeled with stem here and leaf here. Okay, so that's what you will typically see. So these are my stems, and these are the leaves. Okay, now it always gives you a key. And this key means that the 1 in front of the line and the 2 behind the line means the number 12. So in this case, they ask us to list the data values. Well, the first one, this 1 goes with the 2, so that's the number 12. And then the 1 also goes with the 5, so that's 15. And then we have the 4 with the 0, so we have 40. And then we have a 41, another 41. And then we have 52, 57, and 59. Okay, so your job on your homework will be one of the problems. You just have to list the data. Now, the nice thing about the stem and leaf plot is that when you list the data, it's automatically in order from least to greatest. So that's helpful to answer some questions. Okay. Then you're also going to be asked to create a stem and leaf plot. Now, when you're creating a stem and leaf plot, we need to look at what's the highest number and what's the lowest number. Now, if I look through this data, I see the lowest number is 12, so that's my low, and the highest number is 47, so that's my high. Okay, that tells me what I'm going to use for my stems, because the stem is always the first digit in the numbers. So I'm going to start at 1. I'm going to have a stem of 2, a stem of 3, and a stem of 4, because I need to go all the way from 12 to 47. Okay, so this is my 10s, 20s, 30s, and 40s. Okay, then we need to put our leaves in there. When you write your leaves, the leaves need to go from least to greatest. So we have 12 being my lowest, so I'm going to put a 2 there. The next numbers we have are a 14 and a 14. So the 1 is already here. So I'm going to list 4 and 4. And then we've got an 18, so I'm going to put an 8. Okay, and I've used all of the numbers that start with a 1. Now we're going to move to any numbers that start with a 2. And in this case, that's a 23 and a 24. So I'm going to put a 3 and a 4. So 23, 24. Then we move to anything that starts with a 3. So I have a 32. I'm going to circle these in red. A 32, a 36, and a 33. The 3, the first number is already here. So we need a 2, a 3, and a 6 for 32, 33, and 36. And then finally, the last number that needs to be listed is this 42 and 47. So we need a 2 and a 7. Okay. After you create the stem and leaf plot, you do need to make a key. And the key is really just picking a number. So I'm going to pick this 3 and a 2 and write 3 line 2 means 32. and then you're done. There's your stem and leaf plot. Okay, so let's try that one more time. If we say stem and leaf, stem and leaves, okay, this one we have less data. So our lowest number is 14, the highest number is 43. So my stems are going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 again. Okay, let's start with the lowest number. I have a 14 and an 18, so my leaves are a 4 and an 8 because the 1 is already out here. Then we go to the 2s. I have 25, so I need a 5 behind there. Then the 30s, I have a 1, and the 40s, I have a 43. Okay, the number of leaves tells me how many pieces of data there are. So there are 5 leaves, there are 5 pieces of data. Okay, we also need to make a key, so don't forget to make your key. In this case, I'm going to pick this piece of data for my key. So I'm going to say 2 line 5 equals 25. Okay, pretty quick and easy. We can answer lots of questions by looking at a stem and leaf plot. I could say, what's the highest number, which is 43. The lowest is 14. That's easy to tell. I could list all the data. So there may be some questions. Hopefully you can answer the questions about the stem and leaf plot. The homework assignment is going to be another Kami assignment. So you're just going to write in your answers as you go and submit that on Canvas, and then I will grade it and get your grade back to you. I hope you all have a really fantastic weekend and enjoy a couple days off, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Have a great day, guys.